Linux has hundreds of distributions. Some are built for beginners, some for developers, and some try to completely rethink how Linux should work. But recently, one project has been getting a lot of attention in the Linux community. It's called AerynOS, and many people believe it could represent the future of Linux distributions. In this video, we're going to look at what AerynOS is, what makes it special, and why it might be one of the most interesting Linux distros right now. AerynOS is a modern Linux distribution built completely from scratch. It is not based on popular distributions like Ubuntu, Debian, or Arch Linux. Instead, it is an independent project designed to rethink how a Linux operating system should be built. The project focuses on three major goals: reliability, performance, and modern technology. Interestingly, AerynOS is actually a rebranded project. It used to be known as SerpentOS, but the developers later changed the name to AerynOS. The system is still in its early development stage, which means it is mainly for testing and experimentation. But even at this early stage, it already shows some very exciting ideas. One of the most interesting features of AerynOS is something called atomic updates. In many Linux systems, updates happen one package at a time. If something goes wrong during the update, your system can sometimes break or become unstable. AerynOS takes a completely different approach. Instead of updating pieces of the system individually, it updates the entire system in one safe operation. If something goes wrong during the update, the system can instantly roll back to the previous working state. In simple terms, either the update works completely or nothing changes at all. This makes the system more reliable and removes the fear of broken updates. Another unique part of AerynOS is its custom package manager called MOS. Most Linux distributions rely on traditional package managers like apt, DNF, or pacman, but AerynOS created its own system designed specifically for its atomic update model. With MOS, updates are handled as full transactions, which means system upgrades are more predictable and easier to roll back if something goes wrong. The distribution also includes a build system called Boulder, which helps developers build packages faster using caching and simple configuration. This combination allows the system to stay modern, fast, and flexible. AerynOS is also designed to use modern Linux technologies from the very beginning. For example, the system relies heavily on the LLVM toolchain instead of older traditional tools used by many distributions. It also ships with modern software components, such as recent Linux kernels, updated graphics stacks, and the latest desktop technologies. This focus on modern tools makes the system feel very forward-looking, and it helps developers experiment with new ideas much faster. Another interesting thing about AerynOS is that it's designed with developers in mind. The system includes tools and configurations that help developers start working immediately. It aims to create a productive environment where programmers can focus on building software instead of constantly fixing their system. The developers are also interested in improving software safety and system reliability. This means the project is not just trying to create another Linux desktop. Instead, it's experimenting with better ways to design and maintain operating systems. Even though AerynOS is developer-focused, it still aims to provide a modern desktop experience. Users can run modern desktop environments like GNOME and the newer desktop environment, Cosmic. The system also supports Flatpak and integrates FlatHub, which allows users to easily install thousands of applications. The goal is to create a desktop system that feels clean, fast, and simple while still being powerful. Right now, AerynOS is still under heavy development. It is considered a technical preview, which means it is not yet recommended for everyday production use. However, if you enjoy testing new Linux technology or exploring experimental distributions, this project is definitely worth watching. It represents a new way of thinking about how Linux systems should be built. AerynOS may still be young, but its ideas are bold. With atomic updates, modern tools, and a clean system design, it could become one of the most exciting Linux projects in the coming years. And who knows, this distro might just help shape the future of Linux.